Okay, so recently there's been a Genshin Impact kind of situation going on with a ton of cheaters being kind of reprimanded. Now, obviously, I found this Reddit post that said 32 arrested and 25 detained for making Genshin Impact cheat plugins. Now, obviously, as you know, Hoyoverse are very, very tough whenever it comes to kind of cracking down on people that are, cheating or kind of exploiting the game in any way. And they'll do it by, arresting them, by, sending them massive, massive fines that are virtually unpayable for a normal person. Now, obviously, they say, this news article from Sportskeeda says, Genshin Impact cracks down on cheat sellers, multiple arrested and detained. Now, we keep going. It says, since its launch in 2020, Genshin Impact has gone on to be a globally popular RPG gacha title. Its booming popularity has attracted various types of players to the game, some of whom have unfortunately turned to using cheats to quickly advance in their journey. Recently, Hoyoverse, Genshin Impact developer, has teamed up with the law enforcement agencies in China and arrested several of these cheat/makers, sellers who have been developing and selling cheats for Genshin Impact as well as Honkai Star Rail, and they say read on for more information regarding the recent crackdown on cheat sellers by Genshin Impact developer Hoyoverse. Now, first of all, I don't get why anybody would cheat in Genshin Impact at all. It's not exactly a PvP game or anything like that. Now, obviously, I do kind of understand that, I guess, if you want to just get through stuff quickly, but honestly, at that point, you just might not play the game. It's just like, there's no point. Like, what's the point in cheating at the game? You clearly don't like it if you don't want to do all of this stuff, but yeah, it seems like this is happening very, very often, and the only reason I would see why someone would use cheats is because they are account sellers and account resellers, which obviously will mean that, they have to use cheats to get through everything quickly so that they can sell that account fully, loaded up with all of this stuff that they've collected from, cheating around the world or something like that. But overall, it just kind of seems dumb to be kind of cheating at a single player game. It's like, okay, bro, nice one. But again, we can keep going and say, we can expand the post here. It says 32 people arrested in Genshin Impact developer Hoyoverse crackdown on cheat sellers. Now, if we keep going, it says multiple Chinese news websites such as QQ and China Z have recently reported on Hoyoverse's crackdown on criminal gangs producing and selling cheats in Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. So this whole criminal gangs based around Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact, I feel like, are they actual criminal gangs, or like are they just like a ton of skinny kids in like a room just like kind of trying to make Genshin cheats? I mean, hey, maybe it is like the mafia and they're there just like selling off Genshin cheats because it's the new big thing. But hey, maybe they'll release some images of these people. They say, as per these reports, Hoyoverse has been working with the local law enforcement agencies for the last 6 months in a special operation dedicated to finding and dealing with people mass producing and selling cheats. Generally, cheats are meant to refer to illegal modifications in the game, which can provide undue advantage to people using them. For example, certain cheats can quickly defeat very high-level bosses, even though the player is a much lower level, while other cheats can automatically gather valuable in-game resources such as primogems from the map without the player actually exploring and farming them. Cheats such as these are not only illegal, but they also destroy the overall gameplay experience. According to QQ and China Z, Hoyoverse has arrested a total of 32 people in this recent crackdown, with 25 of them being detained. Additionally, 27 Taobao online shops found to be selling these in-game cheats have also been identified and impounded. So again, it seems like this has been a big issue over in China. It doesn't seem to be any kind of EN cheaters or anything like that. Obviously, I feel like China is the main kind of culprits for this. Now, obviously, yeah, they are cracking down on them. That is absolutely crazy. They're going and arresting them. I guess it is illegal to make cheats of games, but we never really hear of anybody actually getting arrested for cheating at a game. But this time they are, and it seems like Hoyoverse are going to go very hard on them. Obviously, we've had previous situations of them like suing cheaters like $1 million in like money, and it's just like, holy crap, bro. This person can barely afford that. Like, so they're pretty much like putting them in lifelong debt to them. And I feel like this is just another way that Hoyoverse goes super hard on cheaters to kind of avoid it in the future. I do get why Hoyoverse do this, because again, it will kind of prevent other people from doing it in the future. Because obviously, if you see stuff like this happening in the news, and I think this is purposely kind of put out as a statement. I think even this post here was a statement from Hoyoverse saying that they've done this. That's kind of like a message being like, hey, we've done this, by the way. Don't do it, else we're gonna do this to you. And I think that a lot of people do get scared by this and they just like stop. And I think it is a very effective way of doing it. Now, do we still get Genshin leaks? Of course we do. It's still a big thing, and I feel like this is less to do with leaks and more to do with cheaters. But again, they have issues with both. You know, they have issues with leakers, they have issues with cheaters. But I feel like they are cracking down mostly on the cheaters here. Now, obviously, leakers are still going to be a problem too, but I think that's more of an internal issue than a like a legal cheater issue. Now, they say Hoyoverse has always had an strict anti-cheat policy, regarding their games, and has had time and time again taken action against such illegal activities. In 2021, 3 such cheat makers were arrested and sent to prison along with a hefty fine. Hoyoverse has also often initiated legal proceedings against leakers for leaking future game content illegally. So again, it seems like this has been a big issue recently of a lot of people doing this kind of stuff. Now, obviously, I honestly don't think it's worth cheating in this game, especially if you have this kind of punishment and this kind of consequence for it. Like, I could get like cheating at like Valorant or cheating at CSGO or something like that, because it's competitive, you know? I feel like, you know, you'd want an edge on them, you want to win competitive games or something like that. But Genshin Impact, bro, like what? You're gonna farm some more primo gems, you're gonna farm some more materials or something like that quicker. It's like, okay, like I don't get it at all. But yeah, obviously Hoyoverse are going to keep cracking down on these, and this is something that I really want like Kuro Games to do in the future, especially with leakers and stuff too, is to actually crack down on these people and actually give them a little bit of justice. Like, not even just be like, oh guys, please don't do this, please, oh no, please don't leak our stuff, please don't cheat on our game, stuff like that. I want them to actually, you know, fine them a pretty hefty amount to kind of like, you know, teach other people a lesson of like, hey, you know, we're pretty serious about this. Don't cheat, don't leak, don't do any of this stuff, else we're going to fine you a lot of money. Or even, in Genshin Impact's case, we're going to arrest you and detain you, which is absolutely crazy. Now, I don't know how long they're going to be detained for, because, again, I don't know what the actual sentence in China is for cheating at a video game. I feel like that is a pretty dumb law, I'm going to be honest. But at the same time, you know, if that is the law over there, they knew that they were breaking the law the entire time. So, you know, they kind of deserve what they got there. And I feel like, you know, Hoyoverse has actually done a pretty good job. And I feel like, again, a lot of other companies should take this into account. Not just Wuthering Waves, but also even other companies as well. For example, like Yostar, other ones like that. I feel like Yostar might actually do a couple of things like that. I'm not sure. But again, it seems to be the bigger companies that actually do more kind of serious punishments for stuff like this. But overall, it seems like this is a pretty insane situation going on. Obviously, a lot of these people are in jail and are now rotting in jail because they cheated at Genshin Impact. And honestly, is that really the way you want to go out? I don't really know. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. Do you think that, you know, they deserve to be put in jail? Do you think they deserve to be arrested for cheating at Genshin Impact? Honestly, I don't think they really do. I feel like, you know, maybe they should get a big fine, or maybe they should be sued, something like that. But, you know, maybe, I think, you know, they said they were like criminal gangs, so maybe they're doing even more stuff outside of gaming, outside of Genshin, outside of Honkai Star and things like that. But hey, we'll have to see if there's any more news reports to actually come out. And yeah, overall, it just seems like a pretty, you know, big Hoyoverse W, I'd say, in terms of that kind of stuff, because I feel like Hoyoverse need to crack down to kind of show an example of these people. But hey, we'll have to wait and see. But leave a like and comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.